in a food processor. So now these hot dogs are...
This is why people hate us, man. This is why people hate vegans. Because people are putting things like this and putting vegan hot dogs in blenders and trying to call it a burger. And like that's why they're mad at us. Our man Sauce Stache. Saw us on Sauce Stache's channel. And it looks horrendous. I think he's gonna somehow make a hamburger out of vegan hot dogs, which is like awful.
Is a hot dog. It's actually a vegan hot dog. Traditionally, for a hot dog, you're just going to boil it, grill it, or...
Hold on.
This is a hot dog.
No, it's not.
It's actually...
No, it's not. I get what you're doing here, but like, that's not a hot dog. Honestly, it looks awesome, and I'm not even like stoned. I mean, yet, but that looks something I would make when I'm real faded. Let's see what his deal is here.
A vegan hot dog. Traditionally, for a hot dog, you're just going to boil it, grill it, or cook it in a pan like I'm going to do here. Then just toss it on a bun, add a little bit of ketchup, mustard, maybe some nuts.
I'm so glad he's providing the demo of how to make a hot dog right now. Like, that's really good. Traditionally, you would do this and then show us a step-by-step, not leaving anything for the imagination. Very nice.
Steak sauce, if you picked some up already. I mean,
he's really pushing the steak sauce. No one's putting steak sauce on a hot dog. I'm not going to do the ketchup no thing, okay? Like, I'm going to be honest with you. The ketchup no thing, that only exists in, like, certain parts of America. I'll be real. Like, I grew up eating only ketchup on hot dogs. So that's just like a weird, like, I don't know.
And hey, I had the
not California
plug.
Thing.
I'm sorry. And then boom, you've got yourself a pretty delicious hot dog. But after watching what Guga made a few weeks ago, I wanted to see if I could recreate that hot dog smash.
This is the best way to make a hot dog. Like I said, yeah, just hit it with the hammer a bunch until the friction causes heat and it's good. But most vegan hot dogs are already cooked, so you don't have to hit it that much. Pretty nice.
Burger, but vegan. Would it work? So let's go. First, we need to know which is the best vegan hot dog. Luckily, I did a hot dog taste test with Meat Eaters last year, and the Meat Eaters ranked the Field Roast Signature Stadium dogs as the clear winner. And I'll have to say, I agree. They are really good. These
motherfuckers are like $9. Like, for that pack right there, see what does it say on it, how many is in there. For that pack is like $9. To do anything else, on with this hot dog besides make a hot dog out of it is like pretty insane.
They're incredibly meaty, have the taste and texture locked down, so I'm excited to see how these come out as a smash burger, and if I'm gonna have to add anything to them to make them kind of stick together. Now, Google already did a lot of testing, so we know the easiest way to get this texture correct is just in a food processor. So now these hot dogs are...
This is why people hate us, man. This is why people hate vegans. Because people are putting things like this and putting vegan hot dogs in blenders and trying to call it a burger. And like that's why they're mad at us. Do I have a vegan hot dog opinion? I do love the Big Franks from Loma Linda Foods. Also, I think it's because I live right outside of Loma Linda. So maybe that's why I'm, so keen. They're the ones they're in cans, kind of wild looking. These ones, the Field Roast ones, are very, very, very good. They're awesome. I'll be real. But I still even I like the Smart Dogs even, run it.
Already seasoned. They're seasoned with just a basic hot dog seasoning. Garlic, black pepper, some salt, and these specifically have like a nice smoky taste to them. So I'm going to toss them into the food processor, blend them up until it's kind of like a nice chunky texture. And
that flap right there hanging off is so good.
Surprisingly, they actually stick together really well. I think this is going to work without any sort of like additives or any sort of additions to this. So I'm going to toss a pan on the stove over a medium-high heat, add a little bit of olive oil in, let it get hot, toss these in.
My dude is running out of ideas.
With a little bit of parchment paper and let them cook down for a few minutes. Now, after the few minutes, I wanted to gently see if this was going to hold together. And I'll be honest, I was pretty shocked about
that. Looks fucking terrible, man. You're not going to like salt and pepper this at all?
How well this worked. Now, after I gave it a flip, wow, this worked perfect. A lot better than I thought it would, actually. Now I'm going to toss on some vegan cheese. This is the first time I'm using this one here. This is the Parmella Creamery plant-based sharp cheddar. So I tossed that on with a little bit of water, covered it up, and we're going to allow that to steam for just a few moments, which is plenty of time for today's sponsor.
Ipsos Ice is a survey-based company that wants your opinion. And in turn, you get
Okay, we're back. It's just been a moment. The cheese has steamed. It's nice and melty. Now, I wanted to see if this all stayed together. That's going to be kind of the key to this test, which it did. And now, let's see what it actually tastes like.
This is so... You didn't do... What?
That's insane. Like, super good. I'm going to grind it up a little bit more, finer consistency. But, wow, that's a juicy smash burger. Oh, that's incredible.
There's no way
so that was shockingly good, like, really good. But I do think
the thing is, like, a hot dog does not taste like a hamburger, and a hamburger does not taste like a hot dog. If that were like true, if that were true, then like AM/PM would have never released the hamburger hot dog, which was in fact a ground beef hamburger in a tube form with no skin on it, so it did have hamburger texture inside of a hot dog bun. AM/PM did that, and if the hot dog tastes like a hamburger and vice versa, they wouldn't have had to do that, but they did. So that flies in the face of Sauce Stache. What's up, Nikki?
They need a little finer grind, which is going to make them even better. And I think the thing that's going to make it even better is a burger sauce.
Salt and pepper.
So I'm going to make a burger sauce
maybe
for the next
pepper.
test, which is going to be really simple. So we're going to start with a decent amount of vegan mayo, some yellow mustard, a little bit of relish, and in a pretty good amount of more of my not steak sauce. I mean, this stuff is really...
You're really... Come on. No one's ever put steak sauce in a burger sauce. Like, you're... Calm down with your sauce, dude.
Good. So we're going to mix it up, and you can see this is going to be a really good burger sauce. Now, I also wanted to recreate the smash burger taco that I keep seeing everywhere. I didn't want to make like a full video about it, but I was really curious about how that came out. So essentially all we're going to do is just take a small tortilla, spread on some of the field roast hot dog mince that we made, toss a little bit of oil in a pan, and press this on the hot dog side down. So we're going to cook it for a few minutes, give it a flip, and then once we flip it, we're going to add the vegan cheese, cover it, and let that tortilla crisp up just a bit. For me, that was a little bit more than what we needed, actually. I got it pretty dark. So this looks good. I like the way the tortilla puffed up. We're going to top it with some pickled jalapenos.
Why this and not just like... Why would you do this and not just put it on a tortilla when you're done cooking it? I think that also the fats from the ground beef are doing a lot of work that he's not able to do here.
Some of the burger sauce, and then some fresh cilantro. I meant to toss some onions on here, but honestly...
Oh, yeah, just to, like Nikki asked, what is he doing here? Just to make sure, just to clarify what he's doing here is he is, in fact, taking a hot dog and grinding it up to make a hamburger patty out of, because he's a fucking freak.
Yeah, I forgot. This is really good, too. I can see why people make this, but this isn't what we were making. Stupid. So let's make that double smash burger. First, we're going to make it a little different. Now, I'm going to do a rendition of the Oklahoma burger, which I've seen my buddy Steve do, which is tossing in some thinly sliced onion. Now, usually you use a lot. I'm going to be using just a little bit of red onion, just to kind of just add a little bit of texture and juiciness to this burger. Toss the burger balls in, smash them into the onion. That's going to hold...
How epic is this music in the background? Are we hearing this music in the background? It's so funny. And also, yeah, they're not sliced thin enough, and you're using red onions. You're doing a lot of
moisture in and keep them juicy. Now we're gonna make it just like we've done the rest of the burgers, to where we flip them over, add the cheese.
That looks so gross.
Now, I'm only gonna do onions on one side. The next set of burgers are just gonna be regular.
Just 0 onions in there. There's like 3 onions in that whole thing. After all that, he only got like 3 onions in there. What are you doing, Sauce Stache?
Now I got these vegan brioche buns, which I haven't tried yet. I'm really excited to try them out because they look really good. I'm gonna toss just a little bit of oil in a non-stick pan, toast these up. These came out really nice and toasty. Now let's plate up the burgers. Onion side down first, smash burger second, both with cheese. Add some of that burger sauce, a good amount, and here it is. This is a hot dog burger, and it looks incredibly good. This is a juicy, juicy vegan smash burger. So now let's just see what Monica has to say.
I love it. Oh, this is a great burger.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
This is legit good.
Monica would never lie to us. Monica would never lie to us, and that makes me like curious about this whole thing.
Like legit good. You have a napkin right there for you.
Thank you. Yeah, this is great, and it's fun.
It's fun. It's fun because it's
salty,
sloppy,
and savory. It's got a great meaty like burger bite and snap to it.
Yeah.
Why didn't you snap?
Like a hot dog burger.
Monica, I've never heard anyone describe the lovely snap a hamburger has. That's not good.
Definitely like smoky. Got a smokiness to it.
Yeah, for sure.
Very savory.
How would you compare this, if you're just eating the meat, Beyond Impossible, this? What do you think?
It's just as good. It's a little different. It's not like it
Well,
has
'cause it's a hot
burger
dog.
bite, and it just has a different like flavor to it. It's more smoky or saltier flavor. That's all. It's
Yeah.
just as good.
It does kind of taste like a hot dog.
Yeah,
Well, no
So-
shit.
I mean, there's still the hot dog there, but
yeah. I mean, it's a burger to me.
it's a good burger.
My secret to my really good Impossible burgers is I take one Big Frank and I grind it up and mix it into the rest of the Impossible burger.
I mean, it's
Really
super
good.
good burger.
Mhm.
Super good.
Yeah.
Could you just give a little finger of the burger sauce? See what you think.
That's good too. Let me take one more bite.
What do you think about? What do you think that's made with?
Well, hold on. Let me get another bite.
Oh yeah, it's a lot different.
So this is interesting. It's a little bit like sweet, just slightly. I don't know what this is made with. Is it like a vegan mayo?
Well, it's vegan mayo and
Is there some lemon in there?
no.
no.
What is the?
Oh, Monica, you gotta know your man's sauce, dude. You gotta know you know he put his own sauce in the sauce. You know he did.
What sauce
Oh.
you think?
Not steak sauce.
Yeah, and it's
You
real. I
did,
mean,
Oh, this is awesome.
as far as like a burger sauce, that's pretty
Honestly, like props to him for not editing this to make it look like she got it right away. Because I would have done that myself.
dang good,
Yeah,
right?
it's really good.
I will say the one thing that I know about smash burgers with using vegan meat is they do tend to dry out. The Burger Dude has a bunch of videos on that, on making them to where they don't dry out. Using the
I've
stadium
never watched the
dogs,
Burger Dude, but I guess I should one
from
day. I
Field
won't
Roast
do it
as
to
a
you guys.
smash
Don't
burger.
worry.
I mean, these are juicy.
Awesome.
These are
Really
juicy
good.
and they're dense and
Everybody say good luck, Mirtha Music. We want you to go ham on your boss. That's good for you. You should go ham on your boss. Maybe not literally, because apparently you don't want, but I think you should do it.
that's it. That's what we got. I don't know if I do this all the time because I mean, heck, you're eating a few hot dogs every time you eat one of
Right.
these.
Because
I mean,
heck,
if
you're
you
eating
just
a few
want,
hot
like, a
dogs every time you eat
Super
these.
savory, smoky, seasoned smash burger, vegan smash burger. This
It's
rocks.
the way to go.
I mean, this really
It's
rocks.
really good.
Okay,
All right.
love that. And the onions cook.
The thing, like I said, I don't know if I could convince myself to take the $9 hot dogs and grind them up to make hamburgers. Actually I have to do this. I have to get an organic reaction from my child real quick. Give me 1 second.
If
You're
this
not
was
gonna
gonna
try
hold
this when I make this
together.
for
And
you?
I'll be honest, I was
No.
pretty shocked about how well this worked. Now, after I gave it a flip,
Tim who can
wow,
stand.
this worked perfect. A lot better than I thought it would, actually. Now I'm going to toss on some vegan cheese.
The
This
dog
is the first
snuck
time I'm
in
using
with
this
her,
one
so
here.
good for
This
him.
is the Parmella Creamer.
That was, yeah. I think she's right. She said hot dogs are for hot dogs. Okay, that's what hot dogs are for. They're for hot dogs, and that's pretty easy, I think. All right, Sauce Stache, you're a real freak, man. You're a real freak, and I don't see any reason. I don't see any benefit to that. This was just an excuse to use a sauce. That's all this was. I don't see any reason for doing all that because you're spending just as much on the vegan hot dogs as you would be on Impossible. I went to the grocery store before I came here, and at Trader Joe's right now, the pack of Impossible ground is $6.99, and those hot dogs are for sure $8 or $9. That's pretty wild. Okay, let's watch